papi. Bye, papi. See you, bro. I'll go over. I made this. Woo!
Yo, we here, man. Two Brothers Point of View podcast.
Yes, sir.
Here with another episode, a very important episode. We got some important topics to talk about, some things near and dear to the community. We got some folks from our community,
Yes.
Utica, New York, that we're gonna have come share their personal experiences, things they might have been through, with specific and certain organizations in Utica. Before we introduce our guests, we're going to introduce the podcast. If you've never been here before,
Yes,
it's a
sir.
Two Brothers Point of View podcast, 2BPOV for short. I'm Ed Blackshear,
I'm your boy Jeffrey Brown, a.k.a. G.
and it's a Two Brothers Point of View podcast. And we're going to go down the line real quick. Well, before we go down the line, shout out to Rebuilding the Village.
Yes.
This episode is sponsored by Revealing the Village. That's where we're at right now on 410 James Street. If you've never been here, bring your kid. Lots of resources here. We'll talk about them as the episode goes on. But let's introduce everybody on the podcast. Let's start. You want to start over there? Go this way.
I'm Kwanda.
I'm Tish.
I'm Jamelia Adams.
I'm Naima.
All right. And
Get that back. No, I'm just
yeah, man. So this is gonna be a normal conversation.
Absolutely.
We're just gonna talk about some topics that parents in our community of color specifically have been going through or are going through or have gone through in regards to them handling with the school district, CPS, MVHS,
the health.
because a lot of people outside of our race don't understand the things that we go through. They think that everything that happens on the news, everything that happens that the news put out, the schools put out, is just us just not knowing how to act.
Right.
But they're not understanding that there's barriers between
There's
us
multiple
and
stories.
some of these organizations.
Absolutely. There's multiple stories. There's always multiple sides to a story. You know what I'm saying? So on the outside looking in, like my brother said, it can seem as if we're just out here acting out for no apparent reason. But we have outrage. And we're able to take accountability, but I feel like the other side needs to do the same. And we have some people here who are willing to speak on that, brave women, black women here. And just because we're here with our sisters, it ain't nobody else's job to give them a platform. We ain't expecting no help like that, but when right is right and wrong is wrong, we expect a little bit more respect. So once again, we're going to get into these each topics. You know what I mean? We're going to talk for about 15 minutes each topic, and we're going to get into how they're treated amongst these programs that they have to deal with. Right? These are programs we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Organizations. So
The first one.
all you guys are mothers, mothers of children in Utica.
And the grandmother.
Don't forget about Granny. Don't forget about Granny.
Holding it down.
Yeah, hey, I was raised by my grandma.
What?
I was raised by my grandma, so grandmas are important.
That's the best way to be raised by that village. Some of us just losing sight of that. I don't know what's going on. I think that's a part of the issues we dealing with. But I remember my mother struggled. My grandma was there, and her sisters might have been there, or whoever was there to knock you on your head and say, "Settle that ass down." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we thank you, Grandma, for being here.
Yeah, for sure.
Word up.
So let's start with the Utica City School District.
Yes.
And we're not trying to throw shade at these organizations. We're gonna.
I mean, if it's shade, it's
if it's shade, it's shade. If it's shade, it's shade.
But these are experiences.
But these are their personal experiences.
Yes.
They are their personal experiences.
Yes.
So, and there's
they
many.
deserve to
There
be
might be
heard.
many people like them that have our experience, what they're gonna share with you guys.
Yes.
So,
And they got a right to have they got a right to speak on their side. So
yeah. So, what are some challenges that you ladies have faced when dealing with the local school district here? If you guys want to speak on with your specific children.
Start with her if you want.
You want to go first? Some of the challenges I face with the school district is they give you the runaround. They see you as a young black individual and they think you're uneducated, so they talk to you like you're uneducated. And then when you come to them with facts and questions about things that you are knowledgeable about, they give you these political answers. Well, if you voted, or you have to speak to so-and-so. But then when you look at the list of who to speak to, that's not even a person that's in charge. So you always going from this one to this one to this one to that one. And then when you come in as the angry black parent, then they label you the angry black woman. But I've called you 10, 15 times. I've shown up to school board meetings and we still get nothing. But now when I'm coming in yelling and screaming, now you want to give me some attention, but it's not the attention that I wanted because I was trying to come to you the right way.
Absolutely.
And like my biggest issue, not to hold it, but now is safety. For me, it's safety. It's ironic to me that they just gave my daughter an award for the Karma Club, but 2 weeks before that, she tried to kill herself in your own school. But we're not addressing that. How many times have we said to you, these metal detectors don't work? This bullying needs to be changed. We need to find a way to come together. Y'all say y'all want parent involvement, but then when you get a parent that speaks up, oh, we don't want her. We want the ones that's gonna go along to get along, but we don't want to change anything, but yet we say we want change. And that also goes for the parents too, because we're all accountable.
This is where I appreciate you for that.
We
Yes.
can't say we want change and sit there and scream change, but nobody lifts up a finger or a hand to help with the change. I'm not from Utica.
Right.
I've been here since 2019 and I volunteered with everybody's organization. Whether you black, white, blue, or green, Muslim, Bosnian, I'm everywhere, as well as a vendor. So I like to be out and see the people so I can see what they need and how I can help make it better. I'm not from here, but I live here. So if I'm in this community
Why
and
not
I take from this
participate?
community, I have to put back into this community. And that's where we have to get back to. This is our community. Before it's the school board and this and that. The school board need us.
Absolutely.
If our kids ain't in the school, they don't have a job.
Right.
And if we don't like what they're doing, why isn't enough of us standing up to say, no, we're not going to take this. Let's stop having this good old boy situation with the school board. Everybody on the board, minus Mr. Spencer, is related to somebody who's related to somebody who has some type of political stance or view. That's not how a school board is supposed to be. Coming from New York City, that's not how our school boards was. It was community members that was part of the school board, not your local lawyer, not your local person that works with the person in the mayor's office. It was none of that. Because all that means is you keeping the money in those same people's pockets and it's not going to the children, it's not going to the community or anywhere else. How can we make improvements if the people that's sitting on the board don't even live in our communities?
Okay.
Their kids don't even go to our schools. So how can you make decisions and y'all not even here? Mr. Spencer don't live here. None of them live here. Habecker lives here, but his kids don't go to school here. They out of school here. So
How easy is it to get in touch with such people to
If you wanted to call.
if you wanted
you
to
could call and then it's gonna be, hold on,
Or answer machine.
an answer machine. They'll take your name and information. They'll give it to somebody. One time I came in and did a physical report. They gave my report to the people in the special ed department. All my kids are straight A students. Where you see a special ed at? So why do they have my report? But then once again, now I gotta go back and be ignorant.
I got a question.
And then I'll get a response.
So if you wanted to go into the, I don't know if it was like this when I was in school, but if you wanted to go to the superintendent's building and you want to specifically talk to somebody, like, oh, I want to go talk to the superintendent, I want to go talk to somebody in the board, you can't just walk in there
You
personally.
can. You can walk in, but then they're going to say, did you make an appointment? And then they're going to call upstairs and say, well, that person isn't available. You have to make an appointment. Or you can call back or leave your name and your information and they'll call you back. And you'll be waiting till the sun and the cows come home and nobody will call you back.
Who else had this type of experience with the school? What type of experience have you had with the school district?
With me, I'm a foster care parent and a parent. So
Okay.
with the foster kids that I had in my care and custody, I had to face like a lot of lack of communication when it came down to the school district, with trying to get them into the school, try to like going to the school to settle problems that the kids may be facing. It's just a runaround. It's like she said, it's a whole runaround. Like you're going to opposite people until we have to like really go off on them. I remember going to the school. I was there every single day for one of my foster children. And it's like, okay, you're saying that she's in the hallway, but how can we settle this situation? Because she
Looking
just
for a
came-
resolution or a
yeah,
solution.
like how can we handle this instead of y'all just keep calling me to come up to the school every single day?
That's
how
annoying.
can we do this? Like, yes, it sure is. Yeah, it's really
No,
annoying.
I honestly, because not to cut you off, my nephews are raised with my mother and whatnot, and he used to have those moments where every last thing he did, whether it was getting up to sharpen his pencil to when it was whatever the case. You know, I'm not gonna base it on color because I don't know. I know my nephew. He can be much sometimes, but to the point where if you calling me for every moment, who's up there that knows how to handle certain situations without having to call me? Because that's why I send him to school. I ain't telling you to discipline him. I'll take care of that when he gets home. But what are we doing? Who's there? Do you guys have a person that you can talk to that you feel are capable of handling those situations? Like not having to call you every single time?
Right. And I feel like if they have like a family support specialist up there that will be there
Right.
and to help the parents and stuff, it will be better. But the school system has failed. They failed these kids sometimes.
What grade are you talking about?
It's all grades.
How have you had an experience as well with those?
My kids won't go to school. I have one that will, but Nazir will not go to school because he's bullied and he's just not going.
Yeah.
They already the day after his mother died, they took him and put him in the home.
Okay.
He came back home. He still will not go to school.
And you think that's a case of being bullied?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And you're the first person who said that with the bullying, and obviously that's an important situation. You know what I'm saying? I hear about bullying, and it's been like this for quite a while. When we were younger, it was bullying. I mean, since I'm pretty sure everybody dealt with it here, maybe not. But now it's getting to the point we're seeing a high rise of suicide rates.
It's probably on steroids now. They got phones.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't have phones.
I don't understand.
It's a big thing.
So a lot of kids pick on him about that, and he get angry about it. So he do lash out, but they knows this, and they say, "Oh, we gonna," and nothing.
So for me, I feel like there needs to be someone up there that can handle these children that's not from book smart as much as street smart. I feel like they need a little bit more who can have the best of both worlds, who are able to say, hey, or can come to you as a parent. Because I know there's mentors out there, and I know there's other programs that say they do it. But do you feel like your kids have a disconnect with the people who they
I was just about
who
to say,
tried to
about to
help?
say that.
Like, is there anyone that's connected to such children of yours who feel like he'll help him? Do you guys have that at all?
Honestly, no.
Is
I
it
feel
mo-
like I'm the best help for my kids and my foster kids. Like I try to install in them, like with my son. My son's only 4 years old. He tells me he gets bullied at school. You're 4. You're in pre-K. Why are you getting bullied? My niece, she's 8 or 9. She gets bullied at her school. Kids calling her ugly, everything, to the point where she kept telling the teacher she wanted to harm herself. Like
This is insane.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I have to tell them, no, dare to be different. That's what I teach them. I teach my kids, my foster kids, dare to be different. Don't be like everybody else. You're going to dare to be different. No matter what they say about you, my mom always told me, sticks and stones may break my bones, but don't let the words hurt you.
I
Even
agree.
though sometimes it will hurt you.
Yeah.
It will.
It will.
Words do really hurt.
And I
But
said, the suicide rate for young black people of color It's rising because of that, and I think for many other things as well as being bullied, because all of us have these things that we deal with and never really got the help to get through those things. But the kids right now, it's an alarming rate of suicide for these young people of color, or anyone for that matter.
You got
Yeah,
something?
and it's scary that you said your 4-year-old is dealing with bullying in the form of that. And I believe you. You know what I'm saying? I have a young daughter too, and I can tell some kids, and I don't think they know what they're doing to the other young kids, but some are very smarter than others. We can't front. But they do, kids do. Kids are mean sometimes, man, and some kids can't handle that. And like you said, your son, he lashes out. I can attest to having a temper. You know what I mean? When you have a temper, you black out. And if you don't know how to cope or deal with that temper or that emotion, where you don't know that rage you're getting for somebody talking about you, like I said, I had to figure out on my own how, if I do something out of line, this might be the last time I'll ever get to see people who I truly care about. You know what I'm saying? I had a scare. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Does it have to go that far to get some of our children to see, like you said, sticks and stones? You know what I'm saying? But words will never hurt me, but they hurt. And I don't know what do you think? Where do you think it can change? And what help do you need?
Well, I will say this, I can only talk about me. I am an advocate for LGBTQ community kids as well as youth. And the disconnect I see is that adults forget that they were once kids.
Yeah.
Adults forget what they went through, and then we get to be an adult and it's, well, you got to do it because I'm an adult. You got to do it because I'm this. And it's like, no, talk to them about what you went through.
You got to explain
to them those scenarios.
Yeah.
Like with my children, I have 4. I have one that's in prison right now.
Sorry.
But I explained to all of my kids the good, the bad, and the ugly. Whatever they came to me and asked me, whether it was about books or the streets, I explained it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
But most of my children, even the ones that I foster and the ones that come through me, that stay with me, all of them got it. Some we still working on, but they got it because
you can't expect going through life perfectly.
Where they at,
right?
And I explain to them where they at. Like when I say there's nothing under the sun you could ask me, because I done did it all. I done been in jail. I done did all types of stuff. But I got my shit together now. Excuse my language, but I got it together, so I'm able to explain to you how I started from the mud and I got here. So with that, the kids gravitate to me more. They relate to me more because I'm not going to talk to you like your parent. I'm still going to enforce certain things. There's still a line of respect, but I did not forget that I used to get bullied.
Yeah.
I did not forget that I then became the aggressor.
Yes.
I did not forget that I became an alcoholic from certain things. So we sit down and have real, natural conversations. And then from there, they get to build and see, well, she's an okay person. She just like me, or she just like so-and-so. I can trust that person. And the only way things are going to change is for these kids to be able to trust us first. They got to talk to us. They got to be able to trust us. So we got to bring down our guard as, I'm the adult. I'm the authoritarian. No.
It's funny you say that because I think the toughest part of when a kid actually trusts you, and I do this with my son and my daughter, they're 8 and 6. When I tell them, yo, it's okay if you just tell me the truth. And my reaction now, it's on me to react the right way when they do tell me the truth. Because if I drop the ball one time, when they do, they're probably never going to tell me again. Yeah. So I have to be very careful now, even with, like you said, adults too. With adults too, teenagers too. However you react to certain situations, I would too. I'm not going to tell this person that no more.
I think some adults fail to realize that we in a whole different time. Like when I was being brought up, when probably all of us being brought up, It was a tougher time. Like you could have tougher skin. You could have tougher skin.
Back then, it was a little different. Even before then, it was a little different.
But adults now, I coach basketball. I have to tell other coaches that have an old school mindset, you can't talk to these kids like this.
No,
these new kids, you can't talk to them like that.
They're ready. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
What?
They're not gonna respond to.
They're ready to go.
They're not gonna respond to You know what I mean? They're not gonna respond to sit your ass down. They're not gonna respond
I'm not
to that.
doing that.
You really can't do that with these new kids. You'll shut them down.
Yeah.
They'll tune you out if you're talking to them.
Or they're
like
black.
Yeah. Or
They retaliate with anger and
or they gonna go the other way.
physicality and like, dude, hold on.
Yeah.
I just said
And that's where some of the disconnect come from. I know in school, like my son went to a city school in Syracuse. I grew up here, but my son went to a city school in Syracuse last year. I've seen plenty of disconnect with, no offense, but white teachers and black kids. They think that they could be old school with black kids in 2025. But you really can't do that. Like the people was
back
moving.
in the day, it was different.
Yeah, it's different. You can't really be old school with them because we was raised old school, but we not old school. So you're not about to deal with my kid old
It's
school.
almost a trauma.
Like, you know what I'm
We
saying?
don't want to raise our kids how we was raised to a degree. Like, don't get me wrong. My mother did her thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a product of a single mother. She did her thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that I wish she would have did differently, but I don't hate her for that. You know what I'm saying? As I got older, I understood why. But these kids now, how you approach boy,
Proceed with caution.
you know what I'm
Proceed
saying?
with caution.
Bruh, I'm very serious. You got to be careful. And it's a lot of single women raising these boys. Which is, I know it's difficult. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
tough.
Because these
Super
boys
tough.
are
tough.
different out here, and it's important to me to be like, maybe if I walk with the example of, because you show a person disrespect to your parent, and somebody on the outside gonna disrespect your parent, and then you gonna be like, why you disrespecting my parent? Because I seen you disrespect your parent.
Yeah, exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's a very tough situation, but we're gonna hop into the next topic.
Yeah.
Thank you again for
Thank you for that. So
absolutely.
Utica City School District, like I said, we're not throwing no shade, but these are
Absolutely.
personal experiences of people that look like us, and these are things that they're going through.
We can relate.
So, I know this next topic is something that I've seen personal family members go through.
I got a lot of friends that dealt with them too on the low.
CPS. CPS is very touchy because anybody could call CPS on your kids.
Yeah, for anything.
Yeah, anything. You could have beef with somebody for no reason.
Ooh.
And they could call CPS on your kids. They call CPS on you. You don't even know and it's anonymous, so you don't know who did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know who did it.
Yeah, but you
dig
know
what I'm
who
saying?
did it.
You don't know who did it, but I know you did it, baby. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It be like that. When you come from this type of environment, neighborhood, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it. We know where we at. You know what I mean? We know what type of culture we attain to, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it get real and people do wicked stuff to get under your skin.
So I know for the color community, I know for a fact we get dealt different.
Right.
We had a conversation with her before we got started. So what is some of you guys' personal experiences with CPS? And do you think that those experiences you had stem from your color?
I really never really had a bad experience with them. Like, it was an open and shut case. They
So-
come in and see that whatever was said wasn't true, and they close it. So
that's the thing too. That's what we were talking about too. Sometimes situations, and I think they all can agree to this, you get caught, like we were just saying, they call about situations that happen in the house. They investigate, they invade your privacy, they do whatever they can, they feel. Because this is what I hear from experience through friends and other families. They feel disrespecting the way they come and they move. They feel like they're entitled to come inside their household. Like, we get the system, we know how things work, but it's a way to go about doing things. I think we deal with that on a regular basis. It's a respect level. Both ways, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come and do your job respectfully. And if it's something that ain't happen, I know y'all be like, okay, do your job, but do it in a respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? So you said you never experienced. It was open and closed. Have any one of you guys, ladies, experienced?
I've experienced everything with CPS.
Okay. What's one of your tougher things, and what do you think the disconnect came? Was it misunderstanding? Was it bad communication? Was
How
it?
they talk to me. Talk to me like I'm a human.
Put the mic up a little bit higher for me.
You talk to me like I'm a human being.
Like a lady,
Yeah.
first and foremost.
First of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, now I deal with the grandkids, so
Yeah.
now you want to come to me because they not going to school.
Okay.
But you know why they not going to school.
Right.
You understand where I'm
Yeah.
coming from? So, what are you talking to me about it for?
Yeah.
Because I can tell them to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I can bring them to school.
Yeah. Do your
But
best.
if they don't want to go,
They put you at fault.
I'm not. That's not fair.
You feel like it's not fair.
It's not fair.
I understand.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair at all.
I agree with you. And I feel like now how older if you don't mind me asking, how old is the young man, young girl who's going to school?
Nazir is 15.
So now where I'm getting with that is the age thing is crazy. Because 14 and 15
You know
seem
you gotta go to
young.
school.
It seem young out here, 14 and 15. But some of these 14 and 15-year-olds feel like they grown. And they can do what they want, bruh.
And they do not care.
So with that alone, like I said, there's a lot of black women in general, dealing with young black boys and having to raise them on their own. Now, you know, we can talk about the single parent life, but it's just upsetting to me to hear that. And like you said, you don't feel like it's at fault, because how can you handle some of these young boys who think they men? You know what I'm saying? It's a difficult situation. And they get disrespectful to the point where you fear. I know some of y'all women.
They're not gonna help you. What you gotta do. I learned that I did all I can.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I raised them.
Yes.
So when it come down to you not wanting to go to school, that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to go to school, they're gonna put you in a home.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to visit nobody no more.
Yeah. You've been through that.
I've been there already.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta go.
And to say like, and you were saying you need help. And I hear you on that. What ways do you think you can get help? And I'm not speaking on the father or whatever, because we know it's probably a longer story than that.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, all jokes aside, what things do you think, what type of help you talking about? Like, you talking about male figures or any figure, male, woman, whoever can get to your son's head?
Yeah. My oldest son, he's locked up, and for years I've been going through it with him for years.
Yeah.
And
Now he's a man.
yeah, he's still a baby. He is.
Say that again.
Yeah,
But I don't think they know that. I don't think they know they still.
don't
My
understand
mother
it.
still.
Yeah.
Until she gone. This is what she says. Until I'm gone, then it's not my job no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how old you is.
he was young. For years I've been asking for help. I had people came in to help, but
Make an effort.
Yeah,
but it's not consistent.
So
I remember you from a long time. I remember being your son's mentor. We have a connection together, and me having, going through life and having to be.
he connected with you real good.
And I enjoyed your son, you know what I'm saying, because I seen potential, and that's what's scary when you work with kids and the potential. The beautiful things I notice about some kids who come from the concrete, and then you see like the slowly fade away, like they get discouraged because of where you at. And I remember being that kid. I can't front. I remember being broke, wanting things that other kids had. I remember just, I found something though. And I took sports into my life. You know what I mean? I played basketball. I ain't even, if I ain't had the shoes or whatever, I went somewhere else with it. I just played. I didn't think about this. And every kid not like that. You know what I'm saying? You learn that as you get older. Like we're not the same, but I get where you're coming from. And like I said, I enjoyed working with your son. And then the potential of kids it gets sad for you, because you know how good it can be. Not even as an athlete or nothing like that, but as a human being.
Yeah.
But,
so do you guys think that I was just expanding on what she said. You think that like some of the resources in the community that you might need for your situation aren't consistent? Because it always seems like a running thing for like a minute in Utica. know, especially since like all these community centers and stuff closed, like it's nothing consistent that could show up in your kid life or show up in your life to help your kids out or help you out. Do you feel like that's like one of the big problems? Is there's not like no
That's the disconnect.
constant consistency to deliver? I know, like me, we had the Cosmo Boys and Girls Club. That's consistent. You could just go there every day and you could get a mentor. And
But isn't that funny? We don't got none of that no more.
of
They
that.
took all of them.
That's why they in the streets the way they in the streets.
We don't have the open. We don't. And say it again.
There's nothing for them to do. That's why they in the streets.
And I feel like the things we like to do is not in it. Like
Yeah,
this
that's-
right
that
here,
too.
first of all, this is a
This is
beautiful
dope.
place right here. It's a great community
It's a
center.
great start.
I absolutely love this spot and how y'all handling it. But the rec center is what we have, and that's kind of like
old people or young people.
older people and how you get in there is
Yeah.
different. Like when we had Cosmo and Loretto and stuff,
Yeah.
it wasn't many signing up. You just go in there.
You just go there. You just go
There's
there.
no more easy access for kids, so it's too much. You got to sign this paperwork. You got to get this parent. You got to do this. You got. Used to be like, I'm going to the Cosmo. My mom be like, do I gotta pay nothing? I ain't paying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's free. You know what I'm saying? If it's free, we good.
Yeah.
Real talk. But I feel like that's a different thing. Like community centers that have a gym and a pool that you can have easy access to. I remember the YMCA used to be something. Boys and Girls Club, East Side and West Side.
Yeah.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's consistent. It's consistent. You could get a
Rest in peace to
consistent.
Pat Johnson, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
rest in
Pat
peace, Pat
was
Johnson.
an amazing dude. He made sure we had an outlet somewhere for sure. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody involved. You know what I
But
mean?
that was consistency.
Your uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was consistency, though.
That was consistency.
Like you will always see the same people
That's what
to be able to
consistency
mentor
looks
you.
like.
I remember
Absolutely.
every person that touched my life.
Yes.
Because they were there every day.
We need that back, y'all.
Every single day.
We got to get that back. We
Yeah.
got to get more of us who look like us, and ain't nobody else's job. And I know the outrage that y'all deal with these organizations, but I feel like they should help us more in a different way. We need somebody who look like us to talk to me the right way. And even if you don't look like me, talk to me the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not from Utica,
Yeah.
but I've been here for a little while. And what I notice is that the programs that they put here, they never ask the community, is it what you want? Is it what you need?
I was just
They
saying
just
that.
throw these programs in here and be like, well, it don't work.
We just
The
was
kids
talking
didn't,
about this.
The people didn't. No, you didn't ask the people what they wanted or what they needed.
entice me.
Or if they even want you in their area, because sometimes they don't even want you. But, and what I also realized too, coming from, because I come from a different area, my cousin actually, we have a Montessori school. So we teach the kids about ownership and growing things. And I've also sent some of my nephews to Youth Build. They have Youth Build not here in Utica, but in other places. And
They used to have it.
the way
They
Youth
still
Build,
have it. They still
see,
have it.
I don't know
But
how
it's
y'all
hard
do
to get
Youth
in.
Build here, but the way they did it is that the kids actually made everything with their hands. They
Right.
did everything.
I love
with
that.
This. So they respected that building that they went into because they built it with their hands. They didn't fight in there.
They're going to
They
remember
didn't
that for the
tear it
rest of their
up.
life.
But if I build it, I respect it.
And I gotta take
we
care
need
of
to
it.
gotta go back to
Yeah.
that. Start letting these people, as well as the adults too, these homeless people, all of that.
That's a
If
fact.
you want them to have housing and you want them to keep it, teach them how to build. We can't
I
give
like
a
that.
man the fish. We have to teach a man how to
I like
fish.
that.
And we keep just giving, and then you complain that they tear up. But you didn't teach them how to respect
Yeah.
what you gave them. You
Yeah.
didn't teach them how to live in what you gave them.
Mm-hmm.
How can I keep a home if I don't know how to wash clothes? If I don't know how to cook?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know how to keep a house? So we got to teach people the basics first before we keep throwing things at them.
And I'm
Because that is overwhelming to someone who does not know anything.
Yes, I agree.
So we just throwing stuff. And now we throwing good money to bad. Because it's not going to be here in 2 or 3 years.
I say this for real because you're right. And this is what I mean by a village. It takes a village. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will say in the household, why can't the parent get connected to the child? And when I think about stuff like that, I'll be like, coaching a little bit. It's hard to coach your own child because he hear you say it all day. It's like you telling your girl, you telling your son, you handsome boy, you beautiful, but he go out into the world and they tell him you ugly. he got to hear that you beautiful from somebody else. He ain't gonna keep hearing it from the same person over and over. You supposed to say that. But when a person on the outside who he respect or she respect tell him like, yo, you worth this, bro. You are this. That's what raising in a village looks like. Like, you are good. Sometimes the mother don't connect. Sometimes the father don't connect. But that dude who used to be like, yo, or he seen him get a couple dollars or whatever the case, and that's the problem too. You know what I mean? We our heroes. We got the wrong type of heroes for these kids. Like, they looking up to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? It's too.
Stuff.
And don't get me wrong. I love a good rapper. I love a good actor. I'm a comedian fan. You know what I mean? I'm inspired to make a joke or two. You dig what I'm saying? But those are not my heroes. Not even by the stretch, because they're human. I know it is, you know what I'm saying? But we got to find a way to get these kids to connect to somebody who they can follow and look up to other than, no offense, NBA Youngboy. But you know what I'm saying?
Or Sexy.
Or Sexy Red. But you know, I love their music.
Yeah.
I love their music, but
They
I
just not our role models.
Because I'm a hip hop fan. I'm a rap fan. I'm a fan of the art.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the actual act on such situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't, just because he said do it, don't go and do it, brother. You know what I'm saying? It was a clever bar. That's it.
Yeah.
But not to get off topic, you know what I'm saying? So speaking on that, you said you never had to deal with CPS and the disconnect with programs, but you had a moment, you call it, it's DIF, where...
DIFUS.
DIF.
So I've dealt with CPS here in the city, and I've dealt with DIFUS, which is in New Jersey, Department of Youth and Family Services.
What was it? What was the...
They took my kids from me because I went to work. I left them with their father. We're not going to go into the whole situation, but because I was the responsible adult,
yes,
I
the
went to
primary
jail.
adult. They were
Primary responsible adult. I went to jail.
Right.
I didn't go to jail for a while. I went about 4, 5, 6 months, something like that.
Okay.
Got out, and they took my kids at a time when it was okay to take kids for money. There was a thing with child services here in New York as well as New Jersey where they was just snatching people kids. Oh, somebody called. We come to your house, we take your kids. Oh, somebody called you in the hospital. We come into the hospital.
Now,
take
what would
your
it be the
kids.
call for? What would they say? Like,
Well,
like
for
said?
me, the call was my daughter was outside and she didn't have a coat on. But also my daughter is autistic, and at the time she was nonverbal.
Okay.
So nobody checked to see if anybody was in the home, anything like that. They just straight called CPS, told me I had to leave my job and come turn myself in.
Sheesh.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
In the middle of a snowstorm, came, turned myself in from New York to New Jersey. Sat in jail, got out, did all of the parenting classes, got my kids back. But like I said, they were never supposed to take my kids. They were trying to adopt my kids out for money. I've had 3 adults come to be fingerprinted to take my kids. That was all family. They all passed the fingerprints. Fingerprints is federal backgrounds. They all have federal background
why is
jobs.
that? Why don't they let the family members?
So they do, and that's what I'm saying to you. In my particular case, it was all wrong. But normally, if there's a child being taken, they call the closest family member. It does not matter what state, what planet, what country.
Okay.
But they call them. But because the time that my kids were taken, it was a whole, like I said, kids for money scheme.
Yeah.
So they didn't want them to be with those relatives because then we can't get paid.
Right.
So they left them in foster care. I had to jump through dozens of hoops to get them back. Took me 6 months to get them back. And when we finally got in front of the judge told them they was wrong. And they had to give me my kids back immediately. Don't go back to foster care. Don't do anything but put them in her hands and go. Because my kids got abused all in foster care.
And nothing came from that afterwards for you?
No, stuff more came from it. It made it more easier for when people to call CPS on me.
Okay.
For them to come faster. I've had 21 unfounded cases. So that's harassment.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that is harassment. Down to the point I took my kids and still had to give them back, and the judge said you was wrong. That's harassment.
Yeah.
So, but the disconnect to me with CPS comes in is they don't do their due diligence.
Right.
I get that you get a report, but you don't know why Miss Mary called on Miss Johnson.
No investigation.
Miss Mary might have slept with Miss Johnson's husband, and that's why they mad. Now they calling CPS. But it's true. That's how it goes.
I want to hear about this now. Tell me about Mr. and Mrs. John. Now,
Females is, and I'm a female, but females is funny like that. You piss me off. The easiest way I could hurt you is
Hold
your
on.
money.
Wait a
or your
minute.
kids.
Say it again. Put the mic up.
I said females is funny like that. The easiest way to hurt a female is to piss them off, is they money or they kids.
Let me stop.
So if I'm mad at you, I wouldn't do it. But yes, females do it and call
Spiteful.
CPS.
That's not a
It's
spite.
spitefulness.
Yeah.
But CPS does not get into
Now the men doing it too. The men doing
but
it
they
too,
don't
probably.
get into the he said, she said.
Right,
They
we
just
don't.
go by the report and say, well, we're taking them. But they don't know what happened.
Right.
And a lot of times, a lot of kids get taken when they shouldn't. Now, yes, should CPS come in a lot of instances?
Yes.
And help? Yes, because there's a lot of kids that died that CPS was involved, but they didn't do their due diligence.
Thank you so much for being.
But a person that
Thank you.
works, you want to
Yeah.
be in my yin yang because I go to work, but the lady that's next to me ain't feed her kids in 6 months.
Sheesh.
But you not bothering her. So there is a disconnect there. I don't know if some of it is color, but a lot of it is just not knowing your audience, just not knowing the people that you are servicing. And then the other thing too is
Well
we
said.
get a lot of people from our community that get these jobs and is, oh, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna treat you like
You
this.
right.
But it's like I live in the projects on 15E and you live in 15F. So how you better than me?
What up, cuz? That's
You
what
just
gotta
got
say.
one
What up,
check
cuz?
different than I do. But now that you got this job, you treat me different. And that goes back to us. We have to treat each other better. If you work in child services, you should not be there to help take my kids. You should be telling me everything I need to do to keep my kids. You know
Put
that
me
child
on.
services
Yeah, put
has
me on.
programs. Like
Yeah.
they hate me. I wait for them to come on my knock because I know everything you got to give me. My kids need beds. They need this. They need that. And I'm going to harass you so much so they leave me alone. They be like, oh, we didn't find nothing. We getting rid of her. No, because I'm going to make you work for your check. And that's the other thing that we have to stop gatekeeping information. If you know that people got these services
Yeah.
and they dealing with these people, tell your friend, yo, CPS got to give you this. And if they don't, then you got to do A, B, C, and D to get them in trouble for you to get it. Why should I hold on to that information and not share it with somebody else?
I
Information
agree.
is free.
I agree. Yeah.
And
Put
that's
me
the
on.
only way we're gonna get ahead is because we're fighting against the system.
Yes.
We have to fight together. So if we all know a little bit of something, let's put that little bit of something together to get something greater.
Would you guys and more ladies be interested in having much more of this without having this? Because you know what I'm saying? I think that's what a lot of the sisters out here should maybe do. You know what I'm saying? Get with a person like you and just come to the table and express that feeling and maybe work on a way to help it. Because
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that, but later.
Yeah. Okay.
But later, because I want to move on to the next topic,
All right. Bet.
so we can get to that.
Yeah.
Those solutions.
All right.
So for the next organization, and again, we not throwing shade. We're not here to throw shade. We just here to speak the truth. She here to throw shade. Hey, but
It is.
we here to speak our truth.
Right.
And everything that's being spoken right now can help somebody else, and it can help some of the people who are watching this who are not from this community and might deal with this community to see what the community deals with. But the last organization we want to talk about is MVHS, Mohawk Valley Healthcare System. So, Mohawk Valley Healthcare System.
The healthcare system.
Yeah,
They helping.
that's what we want to ask. Do they help you? Do they help you at all? At all?
See, I have a story for everything.
So,
I want to hear what she had. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Naima.
No. Jamelia.
Yeah, so-
you made a quick facial
quick
expression
face,
when you
quick
heard
face.
that.
So what's some of the downfalls or pitfalls you face with dealing with MVHS?
I face so much downfall with MVHS. It's not even funny. Like I just can't. I cannot stand NVHS health systems at all. Like I can't, but I have to tolerate them because that's who I go through.
Give me a scenario. Okay.
I was pregnant with my son.
Okay.
And I was literally in labor. I was in pre-labor, and they came in questioning me, asking me what type of drugs I do and how long I've been doing drugs. I'm like, what? I ain't never do drugs a day in my life. What are you talking about? And she's like, are you sure? I think I'm pretty sure if I did drugs or not. And then they give you medicine that you don't need. Like you're telling them like, no, if I'm in here for the pain and labor, why are you trying to give me something for high blood pressure? Like, they're just crazy. And then even up till this day, like up till now, you'll go to the hospital, you're waiting for so long. If you have to go to an emergency room, if you're having abdominal pains, that is the top high, like you're having abdominal pain. Something is seriously wrong there.
Right.
And you're waiting out in the hallway, or you're on a stretcher waiting for like 30 minutes to an hour.
What is this place?
It's the Wins Hospital. The Wins Hospital.
I didn't say it.
Or
I said it.
I just don't feel
Hey, that wasn't me. Now just playing.
It's
no,
ridiculous.
Seriously.
I feel as if it's just so crazy. Like I had foster kids that went there for their mental health, and instead of them really helping these kids, it's like, don't make them feel worse than what they already feeling.
Right.
Like, y'all supposed to help. That's what it's called. But y'all not helping whatsoever. Y'all make me not even want to go to the doctors at all. I'll cure myself before going to the doctors. Like I just can't.
That's insane to say because as much, as long as they've been here, since when got here, I heard nothing but bad things.
I've heard nothing positive.
I had nothing but positive. My mother's a veteran, you know what I mean? And she wouldn't even dare. She wouldn't go. She wouldn't go.
My daughter sleeping in the bathroom from 12 o'clock until she called me.
Sheesh.
Yes.
It was a long time.
And she died. The Wynn Hospital is not nowhere to go at all.
This is sad.
At all.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Can I say something else? I went to the Wins Hospital I was in so much pain, like excruciating abdominal pain. And the doctor there, he said, well, just drink some booze, you'll be fine. I said, what? Did you just really tell me to? I'm not even a drinker. You just told me to drink and I'll be fine.
Wait,
for
what?
Abdominal pain? Yes. And they sent me right home. I had to go right back there the next day. It's crazy. They don't care. They don't care. They feel so entitled. Like they feel like they're better than you and they're better than the colored people. And I hate to say it like that, but sometimes these nurses, these doctors, the whole healthcare system, some of them feel like they're entitled and that they're better than each and every one of us. And it's not fair. It's not fair that we have to go in there. We have to go and change our own people. We have to make sure our people that's in the hospital are taken care of right because the system has failed.
Inside the hospital.
Inside the hospital.
I was gonna say.
You ever heard anything about this, Ed?
Yeah, I heard a lot about this. Cause my aunt, shout out to my aunt, she worked in the Mohawk Valley healthcare system, not as like a nurse or a doctor or something like that. She worked in food service. She just retired. She worked in food service for like 25 years.
Okay.
And these are running stories throughout her career. More so now.
Right. It's like
more so now
worse
than before. Like it's got progressively worse with the yeah.
I don't know
And
the situation
and that's
to that.
another thing. So my aunt worked at St. Luke's for years. Yeah. So no, matter of fact, she didn't work at St. Luke's. She worked at Faxton. Then she worked at St. E's after they closed the cancer center in Faxton. Then she went over to
I don't know what
E's.
happened with that to get in a new hospital, but stories tell other people can get into that whole whatever information. But to hear this conversation on multiple occasions, not just hear us talking and hear you guys talk about it, but
I heard this.
I don't know what the real issue is or why things of that nature is happening in a hospital where you're supposed to.
Yeah, but also black women though. I was gonna say this, black women, because like my wife, she had my daughter early, so we had a personal experience with just the healthcare system in general. Just black women aren't treated fairly in healthcare. They
expect you to handle the pain.
Yeah, like my wife went to the hospital 2:00 in the morning. She was 7 months pregnant with my daughter, and it's like she went there, her feet was swollen. My wife is skinny. She's very skinny. Her feet was swollen, super swollen. Like, it don't look normal swollen.
Right.
They're like, oh, kind of stay off your feet. You're pregnant. They're not taking serious about her, what's going on. They tried to give her like medication that she really didn't need. Fast forward like 2 days later, we had to rush her to the hospital and like emergency take my daughter out. I'm saying, thank God she here. But actually we had two things. We had that with my daughter, but they didn't listen to her initial
diagnosis.
Like her initial like things that she was saying. I know plenty of black women that go to doctors and people just don't respond. It's like they try to like just push black women to the side, belittle them.
What you like
Yeah,
say,
like
this is what's hurting me.
Yeah,
but
like
no,
it's not
you're wrong.
real.
It's this.
Yeah, like it's not real. And then
Right.
the second thing I had with my son was getting ready to be born. They told my wife she had Zika, and if you know what Zika is, like you get it from like mosquitoes in like another country. Mm-hmm. But she didn't. But the doctor told us to abort. This is what the doctor told us.
What?
To abort, yes.
Yeah.
Looking back, I probably should have sued them, but
I thought you were gonna say slap him. I was like, I would have punched him.
I was there. If I wasn't who I am, I probably would have crashed out. But I didn't. But just from my personal experience, I see that the healthcare system in general just don't really listen to black women when they're crying out for help in general.
And this is not just here, obviously. This is across the country. I hear this same issue with black women, especially during pregnancies and surgeries and the pain levels they deal with, and you know what I'm saying. But it is a serious conversation that we need to have a little bit more.
What about with your children? You guys have had to take your children to the hospitals around here? And if you have, what type of experiences have you had either recently or just over time that you had with the Mohawk Valley healthcare system?
I had to take my son to the hospital multiple times for his asthma. He has chronic asthma really bad, to the point where when he is sick, he has asthma attacks that he has to go to the hospital. So I take him there for his asthma, and we're waiting. He's having an asthma attack, just still having one. And I'm like, okay, when are we going to see somebody? Like, he's having an asthma attack. They'd be like, oh, give him some water. Give him some water. He needs a steroid. He needs like a nebulizer treatment. He needs something. Like, why should he have to wait? Why should he have to suffer?
Yes.
Because of his health problems. Like, because y'all want to take care of somebody that just fell out on the floor just to fall out for attention.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen plenty of people in that little lobby area.
Yeah,
because my son gets sick sometimes. You know what I mean? He'll get nauseous. He'll have migraines. And we did all the necessary things, but when he's going through it, he needs some type of medication. It's times when we had to sit in that lobby for so long to be seen. But the people in the lobby be like, why are you here? I feel like you ain't here to get warm. Like, no disrespect, bro.
Yeah, they come in here to sleep. They come here to sleep.
Yeah,
to get warm. It's really sad. Like, a 4-year-old shouldn't have to suffer for somebody else just want to lay down with a blanket, get a warm blanket.
Absolutely.
For them.
And that's a discussion we need to have for another day with the homelessness going on and what to do with them, because that is affecting someone being seen at a hospital. That's how serious the homelessness is out there.
Yeah, we running out of time.
We are running out of
So we're
time.
gonna keep moving. But before we move on,
yes,
I'm gonna say this. Like, this is like a running joke in Utica, but nobody should have to say go drive to Syracuse to get seen. Like, nobody should have to say that. Nobody should have to say that.
Like I said,
We go back to New York City to
my mother's a veteran. She's a VA veteran. She will not go to Utica's hospital if she's sick.
And that's bad.
And she would drive herself.
That's bad.
I'm not even joking.
Yo, she said, let me die.
She will drive herself.
Yeah.
I'll be at work. I'll be like, yo, man, you gotta hold on. Go to the. She's like, boy, I'm not going to Rome. I'm going to Syracuse. I'm like,
that's bad,
bro. And it's a run-on joke, like you said, but that shit ain't funny.
Yeah, that shit ain't funny.
Like, fix that. Now, I don't know what we got to do to fix that. That ain't our problem. That's not our problem.
Nah, it's not.
That's not a community problem. That's something else.
Yeah, they gotta fix that. That's one thing before we move on. Y'all gotta fix that.
You gotta fix that.
But moving forward, we got organizations, that myself, Jeff, and Roosevelt, Patterson behind the camera, that we spoke about to help push us forward. Black organizations at that. I'm gonna emphasize black organizations that we could tap into
For us, by us.
for us, by us, that we could help push the community forward. And number one on our list, because we here, Rebuilding the Village.
Yes.
Rebuilding the Village has plenty of resources, and we thank them for allowing us to do this, because this is gonna help
dialogue.
push out there. You know, I'm not trying to like pump us up, but people watch us. We get a lot of views.
We get a nice amount of views.
We get a nice amount of views.
Nowhere.
People watch
We
us, but
locally
this
decent.
Yeah, so this will help push the message forward of what a place like Rebuilding the Village has. Some
And
of
if
like
you got some feedback and you want not attack the situation, but say, yo, maybe y'all should go this route. Tell us, give us some jewels, like give us the information.
Put in the comments.
That we need,
This video gonna be on Facebook. This video is gonna be on.
We ain't running.
On YouTube. Put in the comments,
Right?
Because places like Rebuilding the Village need to know. Like she said, they need to know.
Right.
What do you need? The community needs to tap in with these places. But community, Rebuilding the Village does have a lot of resources where you could get help dealing with CPS.
Absolutely.
Get help dealing with NVHS. Get help. They'll send somebody to Utica City School District for you.
Yes, sir.
To speak for you. A lot of people don't know this though. A lot of people don't know this because we got a small community, but we got like a lot of, and no shade to the older folks. We got a lot of older folks that probably don't really know how to reach people our age, 30s, 20s. They don't know how to reach us.
And also, don't be on that, it's corny. I'm not doing that. But I push that pride aside a little bit, because if it's a program that's doing this and you not going to seek it because, I don't know, you don't like the color scheme, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a resource that you can possibly get something out of it, just try it, bruh. You might meet somebody that knows somebody that can connect you to something even better. Like, it's all about networking. And I know how it is, because my mother was like, no, like, you know, we grind it. Like, forget the services, forget all that. We're going to figure it out. But I do agree with, if there's a service that can help a mother or anyone to move forward out here in these streets, because the community, bro, we need each other, bro.
Yeah, we gotta help each other.
It ain't easy. I know it ain't easy.
But I got some other organizations I want to, announce on camera that people just don't, maybe the community just don't know, and they don't know what they do.
Right.
But, again, we talked about this our last podcast with Miss Aiello, that we the new adults, some of us that's in our 30s, 40s, we kind of like the new adults. We millennials, we kind of like the new adults.
Right.
So we got to try to be leaders and patronize some of these places and help get the word out. Like she said,
yes.
If you got a resource that you know about,
tell us.
Like, this place over here does this. We got to kind of, we all got phones.
Yeah.
Let's broadcast it. But here's some of the organizations besides Rebuilding the Village that you could go get help with some of the things we talked about on this podcast. The Carol Kroon Center over on South Street. Shout out to brother Courtney Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Save Our Streets. Who's in charge of that organization? Oh yeah, Roosevelt's in charge of that as well. ICANN is everywhere. ICANN is everywhere. There's a lot of good people in ICANN.
And if you run into a situation where you don't agree with it, there's someone else. There is somebody else you can connect with.
Yeah,
I know
it's not just one person at ICANN.
It ain't just one person.
You run into one person. There's other people that we've
might
worked
not
with.
connect with one person who's helping you. There's way more people that you can connect with. Try them. I don't care.
Sade is a good person.
Sade is a
Rise the Rise Up program.
Got
We've
the
worked
Snug
with them
program.
Before. Snug program.
Shout out to Angel.
Johnson Park.
Johnson.
We even grew up in Johnson Park.
Man, I grew up through Johnson Park, and I can't front, man. She's still doing it.
Still doing it.
Holding it down.
Shout out to
It's
Reverend
been
Skates.
Forever.
Yeah, shout out to
It
Reverend
started
Skates.
off with one basketball hoop
Yep.
and a field with net, what did it be, the big tents?
Yep.
We getting sandwiches, ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream.
Cookies,
all
cakes,
that. Yeah.
jerseys. I felt like the man over there.
Yeah. It felt like mini Rucker Park every
And it was community based, and it was like mad love in there. I mean, you had your little scruffles, kids gonna be kids, but it was something that it seemed like it's missing a little bit of that that love factor.
Yeah, and I even know I haven't had
Say, yo,
cousins.
go over there. You're like,
I even had
go
cousins
on
that
over there.
graduated.
That's on my mind. Go on
They had like
over
a
there.
graduation program or something. And John, they still got that? Yeah, they even had a graduation program.
Awards,
there.
you giving out
Yeah,
awards, you know.
Yeah.
Ceremonies. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Johnson Park, big time.
Yeah, so Johnson Park, MVLA. What's her name? Sonia Martinez. Sonia Martinez. She's in
Okay.
charge of MVLA for the. They deal with that's the Mohawk Valley Latin Association, but she works hand in hand with the black community.
You on live right now, Roosevelt? Oh.
Yeah, so see, she works hand in hand with.
I thought you was.
I've done work with her. I've done toy drives with her.
Yeah.
She works hand in hand as well. They have resources. The same things we talking about.
Yeah.
That's a few organizations, hers included, that can help you. If there's a language barrier there,
Yes.
her organization can help and come in and step in, talk to the Utica City School District, talk to MV Mohawk Valley Healthcare Association if you need to get results. And Utica Royalty. Who's in charge of Utica Royalty? Howie Peters. Howie Peters. We're gonna try to tag these people in the video as well.
When we get this all productive and everything.
Yeah, we're gonna try to tag these people in the
Put some of
video.
these names at the bottom of the screen or
Yeah.
somewhere around introduction,
Yeah.
outro.
Yeah, Mohawk Valley Community Action as well. Mohawk Valley Community Action.
That's a fact.
It's not black owned, but it's a lot of good people.
And we're not trying to throw shade at nobody or act like we not out here trying to help everybody. But we here in this community, and predominantly it's the people of color who deal with certain things that we gonna focus on. Like to my Latino brothers and sisters, to my black folks everywhere, everybody who out here, we in this together, man. Let's figure it out. Let's not be shy. You know what I mean? Be vulnerable. It's all right. Ain't nobody gonna pick on you.
Yeah, and like I said, those are the organizations that you could tap in with.
Yes, sir.
That can help with some of these things that these beautiful ladies
Yes.
talked about.
Yes.
All right. Don't. If you're
Strong.
watching this video, don't look at this video from a judging place.
Please don't.
Because like a lot of people outside of our community like to say that we're being victims, but we're not victims.
I
Like,
know for damn
we
sure.
grow up. We grow up and we go through these things. These are our real life stories. These are their real life stories. These
And
are things
we
that
just
they're
want
going
some
through.
help.
They just need help. They just need
You know what I
help.
mean? And we ain't begging for it. We just looking for the help from the places that said they gonna give the help.
And we want y'all to
ain't
be
begging for
consistent.
Nobody.
We want consistency.
Do your job.
That was one thing that I noticed what these ladies said. We need more consistent things.
Yeah.
I'm saying these organizations I named,
Yeah.
if y'all watch this video, take what they say, put it in your next plan, your next meeting, your next
Yeah.
call to action. Let's tap in with the community for real. Even if I ever had an idea, people should go door to door. They should pay somebody, even if you volunteer, pay somebody, go door to door, be like, yo, so we thinking about having a community center. What do you think we should have?
Right.
Because like she said, like growing up, over the past probably 20 years, since like Cosmo, Boys and Girls Club, all that stuff closed, we've had programs and things happen that I don't think that the community really even wanted. Like they just throw it out. They throw it out there and see if it'll stick. And it stick around for maybe a year, 2 years, and it'll be gone because they never really tapped in with the
And
community.
it don't always gotta be sports.
Yeah, it don't always gotta be basketball.
It
don't always gotta be basketball.
Sports, man.
It's a newsflash. These new kids, they don't even care about
They
basketball.
don't. Challenge the
even care.
brain, man. These little dudes is smart. They smart. Like they smart. They know what's up next. They know about cybersecurity. They know. They know.
They do.
Coding is coming in. They know that stuff.
They know how to edit videos better than us.
Like that's the new wave. Like get them into that. The arts. The arts. You know what I mean? Whether it's drama, whether it's music, whether it's science club. Like some people are embarrassed to say they are that smart that they know how to, read certain things or put together certain things a different ways. Some kids are very, very like in that level of smartness, but is scared to admit it. The bullying, I guess we can say. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
age limit.
Yeah, they age limit everything. Like, a lot of these organizations, they have an age limit. They have to be in this grade, they have to be this age. And it's not fair because my kid, he 4, but he is smarter than a 5th grader, I feel like. And he knows.
We have a lot of those kids like that.
It's crazy. And
They're bored. They're bored in pre-K.
Yes,
like
and if
they're
you
bored
got,
in like
y'all keep
daycare.
putting an age limit on stuff, like you're not gonna reach these kids. You gotta stop putting an age limit on things
I
because
agree.
these kids feel like they can't do it because there's an age limit on it. And I learned that. I'm only 29, and I learned that by watching these kids and putting myself in their shoes, helping find kids and everything. They feel as if there's nothing out there for them because there's an age limit on everything.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, man. But we like to thank y'all. Round of applause for the ladies.
That was
They did a great job.
Y'all was scared. They was acting like they was scared to get on camera at first.
Yeah, see, they loosened up. That's what happened when you come with the 2 brothers.
Y'all forgot.
They loosen up.
Y'all forgot over here giggling,
Yeah.
telling stories. We almost had a moment.
Yeah.
We had a Jerry Springer moment in a minute. I was like, go tell me more.
Yeah, man. But
yes, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Thank
Much
y'all.
love.
Thank y'all. And shout out to Rebuilding the Village for allowing us to do this video here.
Absolutely.
People, like I said, in the comments, Facebook, Instagram,
We're gonna be all over.
YouTube. Put it in the comments.
Let us know.
You got something to say, let us know. You know what I'm
Whatever
saying?
it is.
But don't look at this in a judging eye. Look at this from a lens like you one of us.
Put your
Alright?
put your foot in that shoe.
All right. And again, we're going to put the resources for people that might need help for the things that they talked about. We're going to put it in the video. We're going to put it in the comment section. We're going to put it on the video. We're going to figure out, we're going to try to tag all the people that's involved in these organizations. And yeah, again, to close this out, us black folks, we don't always need help, but we all need to figure out when we do need help, how to tap in with each other for the ones that do have the resources.
Let's
all
figure it out.
Yeah, so
Love.
again, shout out to Rebuilding Village.
Love y'all.
I'm Ed Blackshear,
I'm G Brown, aka G.
and this is Two Brothers Point of View podcast. Until
Peace.
next time.
Deuces.